Who's this diva? Who's this diva? Because I know there's some new ones coming around these parts. This is the first time. This is the first time they're learning about this. Who's this diva? Because the whole crowd's doing it. Oh, because now everyone wants to do it so you can jump on the bandwagon. I know you. I know you, and you're not going to like anything I have to say. And I'm telling you right now, I'm on to you. I say one wrong thing and you're going to drop me like a bad habit. You're going to drop me like a hot fucking potato. There I go. I came and I went to stay away from people like you, and you need to stay away from me. We don't give a fuck about you. Why don't you kiki away from me? Escort Jimmy to table 12 full of the Australians, a table that deserves to be harassed. Because the people around here know. They know, and they just get it.
For those who have been asking, that's Gabby. That's Gabby Windy from The Bachelorette and Traitors season 3. Hello, happy Sunday, class. Happy Sunday, class. Oh, happy Sunday. How's everybody doing? I was about to study. Silly 171 says, damn it, I was about to study for my MRI registry, but Auntie Deb is going live. Well, can't miss this class, right? Right. Class is mandatory. What's up? We got stuffs. We got stuffs to talk about. We got things to talk about. We got, when you're going up there and you're doing your thing up there, I think you'll be really great. When you're up there and you're doing your thing up there, I think you'll be really great. It's dead on balls accurate. Dead on balls accurate. Is that an industry term? Oh my God, Valerie. Emily sends $2 as YBE. Are you in this bitch? Hey, how you guys doing? My name YBE. What is the matter with her? But we do got. Oh, yeah. I feel like when we put this on, we got to start with a song. Some kind of song, right? Something. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me on the microphone? On the microphone? Is this yes? Yes, you can hear. No, you can't hear. On the microphone? Yes. Pick up your microphones. Ha ha. Pick up your microphones. Yo, how many mics do we rip on the deli? Say many money. Say many. How many mics do you rip on the deli? Many money. Say many. I get mad frustrated when I rhyme. Thinking of all them kids that try to do this for all the wrong reasons. Seasons change, mad things rearrange, but it all stays the same like the love Doctor Strange. I'm tamed like the rapper. Get red like a snapper when they do that. Got your whole block saying true that. If only they knew that it was you who wasn't regular, sold your soul for some secular muzak. That's whack. Plus, you use that over and over, claiming that you got a new style. Your attempts are futile. Ooh, child, you're puerile. Brain waves are sterile. You can't create. You just wait to take my tape. Laced with malice, hands get callous from gripping microphones from here to Dallas. Go ask Alice if you don't believe me. I get inner visions like Stevie. See me ascend from the chalice like the weeby. Indeed be. Like Khalil Muhammad. MCs make me vomit. I get controversial. Flip your side with no rehearsal. Contraire, mon frere. Don't you even go there. Me without a mic is like a beat without a snare. I dare to tear into your ego. We go way back like some ganja and palico or calico. Vision, my mind makes decisions in your anatomy. And I can back this with Deuteronomy or liberty kiss. God made this word. You can't get with this sweet like liquor rich, dangerous like syphilis. How many mics do we rip on the deli? Many money. Say many. How many mics do you rip on the daily? Many money. Say many, many, many. I used to be underrated. Now I take iron, makes my shit constipated. I'm more concentrated. So on my day off with David Sonnenberg, I'll play golf, running around Crown Heights, screaming out, Mazel Tov, problems with your man. Problems with your man. Before black, I'm first human. Appetite to write like Frederick Douglass with the slave hand. Streets of pressure, word to Papa, I ain't going under. One day I'll have a label, let me deals with Tommy Mottola. Mama always told me, you're one in a million. Always watch your back, never tangle with Haitian Sicilians. Now I got a record deal, how does it feel? I'm never gonna survive unless I get crazy like Seal, cause the whole world's out of order. Street dance on Grease with John Travolta. One got slaughtered as they caught blood from his mouth. The other tried to duck and caught her. The other tried to duck and caught her. Left with my Guinness stout, brother, can't you get this through your head? It's a setup by the feds, they smoking us with the infrared. How many mics do we rip on the deli? Many money, say many, many, many. How many mics do you rip on the deli? Many money, say many, many, many. How many mics do I rip on the deli? Many money, say many, many, many. Too many MCs, not enough mics. Exit your show like I exit the turnpike. Dice and dynamite like Dolomite. Double deuce starlight, I don't dig Van Dyke. Starlight to star bright, the freaks come out at night. Like my man Wyclef, I wear my sunglasses at night. And my panache will squat mash your entourage. Squash and squad and hide their bodies under my garage. And when the cops come looking, I'll be booking to Brooklyn, leaving trails broken, flipping tokens to Hoboken. A clean getaway like Alec Baldwin. Driving in my fast car, laying Tracy Chapman.
Someone who is a bit of a Turtle Boy historian at this point. I followed the lore for years. I've touched the poo a lot. This is not new. What's happening? This upburst in his personal drama, but every time that it plays through, I can't look away. It's like a train wreck. It's equally entertaining. Trying to explain on Spaces that I think that it's an accident. I don't. But on top of that, he is using it now to prey upon emotionally unstable women. And anyone who would be attracted to that has problems. And that's what.
Welcome. 7 minutes in. Welcome. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. How's everyone doing today? Is everyone good? Everyone doing good? Everyone doing nice and good? Okay, so a couple fun things I want to go over. First, I want to take let's do a poll. I want to do a poll. How many of you guys, I'm just going to do the poll. How many of you guys watched the opening statements for Afro Man? I'm going to do a poll because I was up last night. I finished about 80% of the trial. And oh my God, just the opening statements alone. Just the fucking opening statements alone were insanity. So hold on, let me see if I can get in here and do a nice little Polski. Do a little Polski. A Polski, do a little Polski, a little Polski. Dude, I loved his lawyer. Loved his fucking lawyer. Start a poll. Did you see Afro Man opening statements? Welcome to class. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like the classroom and sign in. Start poll. YouTube's been unsubscribing hoes left and right and unliking hoes left and right and trying to get rid of hoes left and right, i.e. the glarer. Okay? They're trying to come after us. They're trying to kill us all. They're trying to kill us all. Okay, so far we got in the lead. We got no with a 58%. Let's watch the opening statements. I'm going to end this poll. I want to end this poll. Let's watch him. Because just the opening statements alone fucking got me. Okay? It got me. It was so funny, so insane, so good. This trial is so good. It's not that long. Let's pop on the OPE states. Let's pop on the OPE states. And yes, so at the end of Sunday class, we will be drawing our winner, plural, for the giveaway. This giveaway is going to be, and congratulations to the previous 3 winners, C-Note. Tested over and over to make sure it works. C-Note works in everything. Boom. However, today's winner will not only just be receiving C-Note, they will also be receiving the Ballad Truth Journey. Ballad Truth Journey, 10 extra tracks, one of a kind. MF, because you know I get excited when I learn how to do things. The Ballad Truth Journey. Okay? The Ballad Truth Journey. How do you enter? Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, any amount, any donation, any denomination. Just make sure that your address is in there. We will be pulling that winner at the end. However, we're not just going to pull one. We're going to give a little something to a few more people too. So we'll be doing 3 after that. And those 3 are going to get a little print in the mail. Okay, a little print in the mail. You're going to get because I found these and I'm like, shit, might as well do giveaways. An Anthony Hopkins. You're going to get a Nan Morissette, Nan in My Pocket. And you're going to get a Where in the World is Our Carmen Nandiego. So we will pick 3 of those winners, but the first one will win the 2 CDs. Okay. And you will be one of 4 to have the physical copy of it because I'm trying to figure out how to make it so I can do it and sell them like with an amount and whatever. You know, we're a work in progress here. Also, Afro Man is asking for someone to complete their 3rd verse in their song I Made It. And I think I might put a little something together. But let's watch the opening statements. This comes from Trial. Yeah, is it Trial World TV? Who are these people? I think so. This is what I've been watching it on. So let's just listen. Just listen to the opening fucking statements, guys. It's nuts. Here we go.
Thank you, Mr. Klingler. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, folks. We had a good lunch break. So this case is about intentional lies that hurt people. It's not about freedom of speech. Lies that hurt people, as Judge Hines said, that's what defamation is. That's the definition of defamation. And when a person publishes things that are untrue about somebody on the internet and it injures those people, then that person who published that is responsible for the damages that resulted. Now let me tell you the story of this case. Mr. Joseph Foreman, stage name Afro Man, is a rapper, hip hop artist, songwriter. He's quite famous among some folks. He has a big fan base. He makes money producing music and selling merchandise. He travels around doing live shows. He lives here in Hamilton County. His former wife lives here and his children live here. But he often travels. He's often gone on his road performances. Now, back in 2023, Mr. Foreman began posting music videos about several Adams County deputy sheriffs.
You guys hear my cats barking?
At first, he called them thieves. He said they stole $400 from him. Lots of videos, lots of songs. I think some of you probably heard them. He posted songs that alleged theft by these deputies on the internet that was seen at least 12 million times. Then he posted other things about these deputy sheriffs. He posted that Detective Brian Newland is a pedophile. He posted that Brian Newland likes to fondle little boys.
Okay, but dead ass, after the opening statements, Brian Newland is the first witness to get up. And guys, he Afro Man didn't even need to tell me. Brian Newland kind of is, like, if I was to out of a lineup, he
took special interest in targeting the one female deputy sheriff in the department, Lieutenant Lisa Phillips. He posted that Lisa Phillips likes to have sex with women. And in fact, Lisa Phillips isn't really a woman at all. She's got a penis instead of a vagina. That's what he posted about her. That's not all. She's had sex with my former wife. And a word I don't like to use, but you're going to have to hear it because it's all over the place. She eats pussy all the time. That's what she likes to do. Videos, posts, all over the place. Her daughter came home from school in tears because of what the kids were saying. All of these posts, Mr. Foreman knew they were untrue. And that's the actual malice that you heard about. He doesn't have to hate people. He doesn't have to anything else. If he knows they weren't true, that's actual malice. For public officials, he can't do that, and he did. Now, these deputies asked the defendant years ago to stop these posts, to take them down. He didn't. He ramped them up. Freedom of speech. I can say what I want. Worse and worse. You'll see what they are before the trial's over. Now, I'm going to ask you to come back with me to the summer of 2022. Adams County, here in West Union, here in this courthouse, the sheriff's office downstairs. There's a group of deputy sheriffs, several of them. A lot of them were raised here in Adams County, lived almost all their lives here. A lot of them have had their whole law enforcement careers here in Adams County. Some of them left Adams County for a while, but came back home here to be with the people that they know and know them. Some of them could have gone to the city, to Cincinnati or Columbus or somewhere else and made more money, but they stayed here in Adams County to be law enforcement officers, deputy sheriffs. They have wives, spouses, husbands, children, go to Adams County schools. This is where their lives are. 7 of those deputy sheriffs are here today. There's Randy Walters there on the left, Mike Estep beside him, Lisa Phillips beside him, Sean Grooms beside him, Justin Cooley beside him, Detective Brian Newland beside him, and Sean Cooley, Justin's father, beside him. What brought them together was some information that Brian Newland came across in the summer of 2022. Some information that caused him to have to do something. So he typed up a search warrant and he took it to a local judge. The local judge looked at it, approved it, signed the search warrant, and Detective Newland started gathering deputy sheriffs to help execute this search warrant. And it was a search of Defendant Foreman's property out on Russellville Road here in Adams County. Detective Newland will tell you that any search like this is potentially dangerous, so you like to have as many people as you can. The deputies had guns, of course. A couple of them had rifles, which is normal protocol in a situation like this. And there were about 10 of them altogether who were gathered to execute this search warrant in August of 2022. And these 7 were some of those deputies. The evidence is going to show that they approached, the evidence will show, first of all, none of these deputies had any idea when they woke up that morning that they were going to be executing a search warrant. None of them had any idea that by doing their duties that day, their lives would be turned upside down. That evening, they approached the premises, spread out the way they had it planned. They knocked on the door, no answer. Tried the doors were locked, doors were secured. They ended up gaining entry with a battering ram, had to knock the door down. Again, that's procedure that happens in executing warrants, and that's the way you need to get in. Nobody was home. Nobody was home. Mr. Foreman wasn't home. He was away in Chicago doing a show. The deputies searched the house.
Stage performances.
They found a small amount of marijuana
They found a significant amount of cash. They seized the marijuana, they seized the cash, that's what they do. And that was pretty much it. No evidence of a major crime was found. And so what happened was, after a while, the local sheriff ordered that, decided there's not going to be any charges filed here, and so he ordered the cash to be returned. It was over $4,000 total cash found in some of Mr. Foreman's clothing and another place in his house. Shortly after the cash was returned to Mr. Foreman, he began claiming on the internet and every place he could that the sheriff's deputies had stolen $400 from his of his money, hadn't returned it. You're going to hear the evidence about that, and we're going to demonstrate to you that that's not true and that he knew it wasn't true. There was an independent investigation done by Claremont County, but that didn't keep him from continuing to declare that Brian Newland in particular and the rest of these deputies are thieves. Okay, that's just the beginning of it. Then he went beyond calling these deputies thieves. As I've indicated to you, he called Brian Newland a pedophile. Not called him, he posted it, published it all over the internet in various posts. He found a photo of Detective Newland from a Shop with a Cop event that Mr. Newland attended with little kids, disadvantaged kids, kids in the community, shop with a cop, get them to know law enforcement. Mr. Foreman found a photo of Brian Newland holding one of these children that he worked with. And Mr. Foreman blocked out the face and put a smiley face on it and posted this picture of Brian Newland, and it says, Brian Newland is a pedophile. Watch your kids around this man. He likes to fondle little boys' testicles. Posted it all over the internet, not once, not twice, many, many times, seen thousands of times by people. People in the community started making comments
What advice?
to Detective Newland. His daughter came home from school crying because some kids had called their dad a pedophile. He used to coach cross-country teams. Some of the kids on his cross-country team started calling him a thief and a pedophile. He'll testify, he'll tell you that his daughters used to have kids over all the time. They like to hang out at his house and do things. After all this started, that stopped happening. Like, kids didn't come over. Finally, Detective Newland felt like he couldn't continue to work in Adams County anymore. Adams County was his dream job. He started here as a deputy, worked his way up to detective. This is where he wanted to spend his career, but things soured out. He couldn't stand working here anymore. He resigned his job from the Adams County Sheriff's Department and went to Cincinnati and now works for the Norwood Police Department. He commutes, drives every day because he felt like he can't work here anymore. Now, Mr. Foreman, as I indicated a moment ago, saved his most severe attacks for Lisa Phillips. Lisa Phillips worked as a resource officer in the Adams County schools for 18 years. She used to greet the children, including Mr. Foreman's children, when they were dropped off at school in the morning. Said hello to them, made them feel welcome. Mr. Foreman posted that Lisa Phillips likes to have sex with other women. He used other words. She ate my ex-wife just like pizza. Pussy, 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 eating, blah, 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 over and over, thousands of times on the internet. Other words, she ate my ex-wife just like pizza. Pussy, 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 eating, blah, 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 over and over, thousands of times on the internet. Pussy, 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 eating, blah, blah. She ate my ex-wife just like pizza. Pussy, 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 eating, blah, 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 over and over, thousands of times on the internet. People saw it, people laughed, people from out of state, but people here in Adams County would sometimes yell at her when they saw her. Hey, Lisa Lickumlow Phillips, that was his nickname for her. Over and over. This has been going on for like almost 3 years now, folks. And it's taken a heavy toll on her. Her child came home from school crying, saying, because the kids were saying, did your mom have a sex change? Because of what they saw that he had posted. We asked him to stop. He doubled down. Thank you, Judge. She's out on call doing her duty. Someone yells at her, hey, Lisa Lickumlow, calls her a thief. She's had to miss days of work because of the emotional upset. Her doctor has her on medication. Because of this, because of lies. Just Friday, on the eve of trial, he published the most egregious thing you can imagine. I don't know if any of you have seen it. I think you will in this trial. It's basically pornography about Lisa Phillips. Mr. Foreman also targeted Deputy Randy Walters for special treatment. In several videos seen by thousands of people, Mr. Foreman declares, I used to fuck his wife. I used to fuck his wife doggy style. His daughter came home upset because the kids at school were saying, hey, is Afro Man your father?
Do you see what I'm talking about? In just the opening statements.
Mr. Foreman also targeted Deputy Randy Walters for special treatment. In several videos seen by thousands of people, Mr. Foreman declares, I used to fuck his wife. I used to fuck his wife doggy style. His daughter came home upset because the kids at school were saying, hey, is Afro Man your father? We asked him to stop. He didn't. He's still published. There's new videos today coming out. In your face, I'm going to do what I want. Justin Cooley was targeted by Mr. Foreman as a thief. Sean Cooley, Mike Eastep, and Sean Grooms all suffered by being called a thief. They're sheriffs. They go to people's houses to do things. Hey, you're going to steal my money too? Their reputations have been damaged. It's harder for them to do their jobs. You'll hear all the evidence. That's what this case is about in terms of the facts. At the end of the case, you'll have to decide if Mr. Foreman should be held responsible for what he's done. That's what the case is about. Should he be held responsible? I indicated during our jury selection process the kind of damages we're going to be asking for, the non-economic, the value damages. You'll hear all the evidence. You'll have to decide, how bad was this? I think you're going to decide it wasn't just a little minor, said something bad about you. It was about as bad as you can imagine for these deputies. Reputation, pain and suffering, humiliation, personal embarrassment, loss of reputation, all that stuff, you're going to have to put a value on it. And I will tell you this, as I said earlier, I'll try to help give some guidance. You can reject it or not, because it's your choice. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be asking you for a number for all these people that is in the 7 figures.
Duh.
That's how serious we take this. And there's also a punitive damages element that may go to you depending on what the judge decides. And that's going to be another decision you'll have to make based on how bad you think this is and what this conduct deserves that's been done to these people. At the end of the day, it's about what's legal, what's moral, what needs to be done to make up in some way for what's been done to these deputies that have spent their careers defending this community and living in this community. That's all I have. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to reintroduce myself. My name is David Osborne.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm David Osborne. Okay. From his opening statements, if you've seen My Cousin Vinny, which I hope a lot of you guys have, it reminded me of when they're trying to just talk to like the common Southerner. They're like, verdict. Verdict means truth. Latin for truth. Came down from old England, back with our little old ancestors. You know what I'm talking about? And then there's a lady in the jury, and she's like, you guys got to come up with a verdict. Verdict means truth. Came down from little old England, little old ancestors. Shout out, by the way, to J.E. Walsh. Sent me a bunch of phenomenal stuff. But also I got this in there, which I figured is very appropriate. And it smells very nice. And we're going to light it with, someone sent me these matches a while ago too. I forgot to bring it up, but these are friggin' awesome. These are like a little thing of matches, and they are remaining fucks. So we're going to light our see you in court, bitch, with our remaining fucks. Let us continue. I want to take mushrooms with David Osborne.
Junior, I represent Joseph Foreman. Let's go by the stage name Afro Man. And I want to thank you for your service today. This is not going to be an easy case. This is going to take a week of dedication of you to go through. Not an easy thing to ask, but something we appreciate you are willing to do. This case is about the freedom of speech protections contained within the First Amendment of the United States and the Ohio Constitution. It is about an American citizen's right to make public comments about the actions of public officials, actions that took place in his own home, actions that took place within his home were part of his artistic, creative expressions. And Americans maintain a right to criticize, to mock
Damn
public
right.
officials. And that includes law enforcement officers. On August 21st of 2022, Detective Brian Newland drafted a search warrant. That search warrant was based upon an interview conducted with a confidential informant. That confidential informant gave Mr. Newland information. He put it in a search warrant, and then he went and he saw Judge Roy Gabbard, and Roy signed it. From there, they went to execute that very same day. Officers from the Adams County Sheriff's Office, 7 of the 10, descended upon Mr. Foreman's residence with a hastily prepared search warrant. For a man who's famous for a song that said, "I got high," the amount of force used was excessive, to say the least. After all, based on the song, a bag of Doritos would have been enough to take him out. But they deemed it necessary to not only go to his residence with assault rifles, body armor, and even a riot shield to execute their search warrant. And all that led to a destructive search of Mr. Foreman's residence. Deputies searched Mr. Foreman's home, every one of his outbuildings, behind the couch, under the hood of a car. And you know what they found? A couple little joints, which, let's face it, because I got high, that was expected. And then they found cash. His cash, not theirs. His.
True.
They seized all that. It was cataloged, returned to the office by Brian Newland. Newland then does what's required by law. After you search, you have to return a thing to the court that says every single thing you seized, a return on your search warrant to tell the court what you took. In that, he puts a number for the amount of cash that was there. Now, Mr. Foreman, well, let me back up because there's something I forgot during the search. For a search for marijuana, or whatever was in the search warrant, we'll introduce that later. They disconnected his security camera system. He has a security camera system in the house. He's had break-ins before. Most Americans, he has a security camera system. Yet in the middle of their search, they disconnect it. They say it's going to be because they wanted to take it for evidence. But you know where that evidence ended up? On the couch over there. Just disconnect it and leave it there. Now, what precipitated next is the primary focus of the lawsuit. Mr. Foreman did what he's done through his entire career. He took his life experiences and turned them into music, social commentary, and artistic expression. After all, one only need to look at the song, Because I Got High. The lyrics are there. I was going to clean my room because I got high. He was rapping about his life then, and his posts are talking about his life and his experiences. During the search of Mr. Foreman's home, deputies' actions during the search were captured in 2 places. One, the security system of Mr. Foreman. Joe's security system was active until they cut it. You also have body camera footage. Now, we don't have body camera footage for all 10. Not everybody was wearing body cam, but the officers that did, there is body cam footage. And he used this footage from both those locations to make his music videos. He posted them on social media like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and even TikTok. The plaintiffs decided they did not like what Joe had to say about him, or how they portrayed him, or how he used the footage of their behavior as their job as law enforcement officers, as public officials. Their response was to sue him in order to silence his freedom of speech, threaten his livelihood. After all, have you ever heard of a law enforcement officer suing a person for making a social commentary on them? Or have you ever heard of an officer suing anybody because someone said they didn't like what they had to say? Officers deal with it all the time. I dealt with it during my election. You don't sue people. You respect the freedom of this country and move on. Because, let's face it, we don't have freedom of speech. What else is there? 250 years ago, the founders of this great country wanted to limit the government's involvement and what government officials had power over to say. And that's why we have the freedom of speech we have today. Before we get to the evidence, I want you to understand this case started with a number of claims. Of them, 2 were dismissed by the court.
Do not go there. Do not go there.
Oh,
You know and I know the jury doesn't need to know what's not there. I'm not hiding the ball. Claims filter out like they should. I gave you instructions. And you don't need to get distracted about what's not in front of you. Mr. Klingler talked about punitive damages, maybe, but you don't need to know that because we're not there. I'll tell you that if you need to know it later. There's a lot of things this case is not about. So he doesn't get to talk about what it's not about. It's only what it is about. Go ahead.
Forgive me. I have to readjust my opening slightly. It should be noted that public officials, such as these gentlemen and Ms. Phillips over here, are held to a higher standard than an ordinary person. They're public officials. They are expected to be criticized and mocked. The evidence will indicate that Mr. Foreman created songs with titles like "Will You Repair My Door?" "Lemon Pound Cake." These songs went viral, yes. People connected with the message and understood what Joe was trying to say. The videos and songs resonated with the public because they addressed something that people care deeply about as Americans, and that is how law enforcement officers conduct themselves. Joe also made statements on social media about the search and the officers involved. Some of these statements were openly critical and expressed Joe's opinions about what happened. Statements about missing money. And he used some strong language, some exaggerated language. We call it hyperbolic language,
Yeah,
to present his message and his opinion. But all these statements were a matter of public concern as well as statements about his personal opinions. The experience of law enforcement officers executing a destructive search warrant is well beyond question, as it is a matter of public concern. The plaintiffs are going to point to specific statements that Joe made. They're going to claim these statements are defamatory. They are going to attempt to remove them from their context. Statements aren't in a vacuum. There's context. If you get called a name, if my wife yells at me, there's probably context to it. That context is what we're going to show you. Because if you look at those statements in isolation and simply ignore the conduct that sparked them, you can't understand really what was going on. You'll be asked to forget much of that context of the statements. At least not the, I should say the least of it is that the plaintiffs are public officials and the public has a right to criticize. The evidence will show that Mr. Foreman's statements fall into three categories. The first, many of these statements are his opinions. Opinions are not assertions of fact. They are Joe's subjective views about his encounter with these public officials and the execution of their duties. The First Amendment protects the right to express those opinions, even if they're harsh, even if they're mean, even if the person who is the subject of them hates them. They are protected. Second, many of the statements are exaggerated, rhetorical exaggeration, as you might expect from a musician. After all, you didn't have because you got high. If I said I just didn't want to clean my room, no one would have bought that song. You have to exaggerate something. You'll see he used colorful language, sarcasm, and satire. No reasonable person would have understood these statements to be literal assertions of fact. For example, Mr. Foreman created nicknames and made comparisons to cartoon characters. No reasonable person would understand those as a literal assertion of fact. That is a rhetorical satire flourish that has always been part of our social and political commentary in this country. After all, pick up the newspaper, you're going to see a political cartoon making fun of somebody. Watch Saturday Night Live. They make fun of people all the time. Hey, they make fun of Joe. It just happens. It's part of our freedom of speech and also Mr. Foreman's artistic expression.
Damn.
The third is the extent that any of the statements assert facts. They relate to matters of public concern. Matters of public concern are exempted. These statements address how the search was conducted, what actions were taken, and how Mr. Foreman experienced this as a homeowner with these people executing their hasty search warrant. Indeed, the public's concern for such issues is reflected in the viral response that his content got. The plaintiffs bear the burden of proof in this matter, not Joe. They must carry the day. They must prove every element of their claim. Looking at the invasion of privacy due to false light, it's one of the claims that they're claiming. The plaintiffs must prove that Mr. Foreman portrayed them in a false light that would be highly offensive to a reasonable person. The evidence will show that he did not. He used real actual footage of them performing their duties, stuff in the public domain. Joe's statements were based entirely on his personal experience and within his county of residence, which that is something I do want to clear up. Mr. Foreman lives in Adams County, not Hamilton County. Mr. Klingler is wrong about that. So he is a resident of this county. Regarding the defamation claim, plaintiffs must prove that Mr. Foreman made false statements of fact, not his opinions. That's very important because we all have opinions as Americans. It's one of the great things about this country is we can share our opinions whether we like them or not. Whether they like them or not, they can hear my opinions. But they must prove those statements were not opinions because public officials, they must prove that Joe acted with actual malice rather than just simply exercising his First Amendment right. The evidence will show they cannot meet this burden. Plaintiffs claim that Joe portrayed them in a false light, but evidence will show Joe used direct footage from security cameras. We can see what they did. They executed the search warrant. It's all on camera. There's nothing false about showing them that way. There's nothing false about Mr. Foreman having opinions about how they did and then. However, when they executed that search warrant, that became a matter of public scrutiny. People could watch it. People could see what was done and form their own opinions. And they can share those opinions. And he has a right to create artistic expression based on those opinions, based on that content. The plaintiffs, it goes without saying that they don't like what Mr. Foreman said about him. But they don't have to. That's part of our right in this country. They don't like his commentary. They don't like his art. But the First Amendment does not protect speech that we like. It protects all speech within it. It protects commentary, criticism, especially on occasions such as this. It protects speech that I would not like. Speech I've suffered. It protects it. You may not like the speech you hear, but it's protected. Throughout this trial, you'll hear testimony and see evidence that demonstrates several key points. You will see the actual videos and social media posts Mr. Foreman created. You'll be able to judge for yourselves whether they're false, whether they're his opinions, whether they're artistic expression that is all protected. It's about the right to comment on criticize public officials without fear of retribution, without fear of getting sued. It's about the right to create artistic expressions that are matters of public concern. The plaintiffs are law enforcement officers. They perform a cardinal public function. But with that public role comes public accountability. It also comes a certain standard that you have to understand. And as public officials, they can be criticized. They may not like it, but it's allowed. Plaintiffs have the burden of proving their claims. The evidence will show they cannot meet that burden. The evidence will show that Joe's videos, posts, and commentary were artistic expression. for matters of legitimate public concern, his opinions on the law enforcement officers and how they were performing their duties. If the plaintiffs prevail in this case, what message will that send to this country if they prevail? It sends the message that if you criticize law enforcement, if you comment on how they conduct themselves, if you mock them, if you create art with them in it, they can sue you. That's not the America we live in. That's not why we have a Constitution in the First Amendment. That's not why the First Amendment is in the Constitution of the state of Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, upon the examination of the evidence at the end of this trial, I'm confident you'll conclude that Joe did nothing wrong. While the plaintiffs are unhappy, upset with what was said, he exercised a right he had, a right that every American has. He commented on matters of public concern. He created art. He did what any stand-up citizen would do. He made his voice heard to people. At the end of this trial, I'm going to ask you to return a verdict in favor of Mr. Foreman on every one of their claims. I'll ask that you vindicate his First Amendment rights. And I'll ask that you send a message to the American people that you can criticize public officials and that we are not living in a dictatorship where if you don't like what is said, you just sue someone to shut them up. Thank you.
I mean, the only reason that we have C-Note is because I didn't agree with something from what they were saying about public officials, how you're held to a higher standard from someone who held to a higher standard I didn't agree with. So I voiced my opinion. Golly. Lo siento. You guys have to see the first witness that he called, that he says Brian Newland is a flag. You have to see this guy. You got to hear this guy. You know, sometimes you just meet someone, right? You just see someone, you just meet someone and you're like, I don't know why, but for some reason I don't want them around my children. I don't even want to be in the same room as them. This is this guy. Let's watch a little bit of him. This was a phenomenal trial. Phenomenal trial. You got to watch him on regular speed though to really soak in the level 3 factor. You know what I'm saying? To really soak it in. To really soak in that red dot on a map. Let me slow it down. I saw some people entering for the giveaway at the end. Please include your mailing address so I know if you win, so I know where to send it to. 2, you get 2. Okay, let me go to sentence, playback speed, normal. This is Brian Newland of the song Brian Newland is a Flag. Welcome, Alabama Amy. Welcome. The Travelodge. Did you finally get that perm? No. That's okay. Meatball Morrissey. Pussy, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Meatball. Miss Mandy's Moments for a slice of lemon pound cake. Pound cake. 4 Cats, Chrissy says, it would have been wicked awesome to start off with. Foreman is here with his rough and tough Afro puff to speak First Amendment. Booyah. Thank you for Cats, Chrissy. Okay, yeah, let's listen to Brian Newland. Guys, like, just see what your does. And if it doesn't close up, then reevaluate your homing device.
I'm just going to start calling witnesses, but I'm going to tell you what this case is not.
Oh,
Okay. This case is not going to be an analysis of why the magistrate issued a search warrant, or what the facts were leading to the search warrant, or the backstory of the warrant. That's the subject for criminal cases. So the fact that there's a search warrant is what this case is about, not the backstory of it.
Okay.
You hear people talk about criticism of the why and the whole deal. That's not relevant testimony. We're living with, there was a search warrant, nothing backstory. This case is not about excessive force in entering. The court's already determined as a matter of law that it was not excessive.
Oh God, who
You'll
was
see
that? Cotton
testimony of
Gilmer?
damage,
Putting everything in quotes.
but that's a legal standard about whether it's more than customary or expected in the realm of a search warrant. Search warrants are lawful forced entry. So you won't get, was that too much force?
Oh my God.
That's outside the realm of the testimony.
Okay.
And I call these the third thing. This is not about
Holy shit.
vindication of the defendant or messaging
Holy shit.
to the public. That's things that happen from the political branches of
Oh,
government,
wow, sir.
the legislature, or the executive offices. Messaging is not what you're concerned with. It's the message the jury's sending. You're not messaging.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about how these facts
Yeah.
affect these people. So when these little distractions and diversions come at you, I'm going to try to continue to narrow and keep you focused, not on the distractions, but on the issues and the law.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're going to ask later on, why did the judge give us instructions on?
They're not going to ask that. They're not going to.
Because that's not how this comes out. So I'll do this periodically along the way when things start going astray. Ready to go, Mr. Klingler?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tee it up.
The plaintiff calls Detective Brian Newland.
Brian Newland. Check out this freak.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? As this, you shall answer unto God. I do. Thank you. You can be seated.
Well, since you're a public official, we won't expect to have your private residence address. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Would you introduce yourself?
He has the Brian Albert Jr. eyebrows. He has the gay face. He has the gay eyebrows, but not even just like weird, like not even gay. Ixnay on the gay. Feminine, weird, creepy. Just wait till he opens his mouth. Just looking at him, there's a weird, boyish thing going on. Okay. There's a weird Peter Pan syndrome type of thing going on. Let's proceed.
Yourself to the jury, please.
My name is Brian Newland.
I'm going to move this and bring that back.
Would you introduce yourself to the jury, please?
My name is Brian Newland.
And
Did you miss that?
introduce yourself to the jury, please.
My name is Brian Newland.
People give off what they are. I feel like personally for me, right? If you're a good reader of others, it's you don't even gotta. They just give it off. You can sense instantly. Yeah.
And Mr. Newland, where do you live? No street address, just generally.
I live in Adams County, Ohio.
And how long have you lived in Adams County?
from 1995 to 2010, and then from 2015 to current.
What were you doing between 2010 and 2015?
I was in the United States Army.
Honorable discharge?
Yes,
What do you do for a living?
I'm a police officer.
And when did you start in law enforcement?
I originally started in law enforcement in 2014
And what position was that?
as a deputy sheriff,
Where?
the Adams County Sheriff's Office.
And then how long were you a deputy in the Adams County Sheriff's Department?
The Adams County Sheriff's Office was my first full-time job in law enforcement, and that was from 2014 until 2023.
All right. And why did you become a deputy sheriff?
After I got out of the military,
I don't know what's up with him. Okay, I see some people saying he's deaf. Okay, don't give the deaf community a bad name. This guy is some kind of soft estrogen, some kind of soft. I don't know what kind, but some kind. He's smirking. He's making little smirks, weird little smiles. I don't know. Let's speed it up a little, watch it a little bit more.
I just wanted a job that I thought would be exciting, something different. So I chose law enforcement.
Do you have family here in Adams County?
Hold on.
Yes, a job that I thought would be. After I got out of the military, I just wanted.
And why did you
Why did you become a deputy sheriff?
become a deputy sheriff?
After I got out of the military, I just wanted a job that I thought would be exciting, something different. So I chose law enforcement.
The way he's shifting in his seat uncomfortably, he's not comfortable in his own skin.
Enforcement.
Do you have family here in Adams County?
Yes.
Can you tell us who?
All my family's here. My kids, my grandparents, my mom, my brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles.
Did your children go to school in Adams County, or do they?
Yes.
You were involved in the execution of a search warrant back in August of 2022.
Yes, I was.
And I want to take you back to the night of August 21st, 2022. Were you part of a team that searched Mr. Foreman's home?
Yes.
What was your role in obtaining that warrant?
I prepared the search warrant based off information I was provided, and then I met with the judge and the prosecutor at the time prior to serving the search warrant.
And was a warrant approved?
Yes.
Can you tell us where what the subject of the search was? Locate the property of the search.
It was the residence of Mr. Foreman. I believe the address is 1699 Russellville Road.
That's here at Adams County, correct?
Yes.
Now, were the other plaintiffs here in the courtroom, were they also deputy sheriffs or part-time deputy sheriffs that participated in that search?
Yes, they were.
And was Mr. Foreman at home during the search?
No.
Were Mr. Foreman's children present during the warrant execution?
No.
Was anyone present other than you and your fellow officers?
At the time of arrival, no.
Was anything seized or taken from Mr. Foreman's home?
Yes, there was some money and a small amount of marijuana and some miscellaneous drug paraphernalia.
Why was the cash taken?
It's common with any type of drug seizure. We seize the money in cases proceeds from drug-related sales or drug trafficking activity.
I hate his face. I hate his face, and I hate his face. This one here is queerer than a fucking tangerine in jean shorts. $2 bill. Yeah, the hair, the hair, the hair, the fucking hair. You got deaf police, you got blind barbers.
Was it that money potential evidence?
Correct.
What was your role in seizing this cash, Detective?
I'm sorry.
Well, maybe I got ahead of myself. Was cash located in the property? Do
Yes.
you remember how much approximately?
Approximately $4,000.
And did you play a role in taking that cash?
Yes.
What was your role?
I was provided the cash or provided the money that was located by another.
No, you know what? No. You did an interview. From that interview, you drafted a search warrant. You brought a riot shield to Afro Man's house, took his joints, took his weed, took his $4,000, miscounted it, and now you want people to feel bad for you. I don't feel bad. You're mad because Afro Man decided to do Afro Man? I don't feel bad. Not even a little bit. Not even fucking a little bit. No. Go be a crossing guard or something if you want to like Mr. Rogers your whole life. I don't feel fucking bad.
Deputy, I counted out the money, put it in an evidence bag, and then at the end of the search, I transported it back to the sheriff's office.
All right. Did you take any of the money?
No.
Did you ever take any money from the evidence bags?
No.
Did you ever take any of Mr. Foreman's money?
No.
Was your counting of the cash recorded on your body cam?
Yes,
And have you had a chance to review that?
I have.
Has Mr. Foreman accused you of taking his money?
Yes.
Are you aware that the cash was ultimately returned to Mr. Foreman?
Yes.
And can you tell us why that was?
The prosecutor at the time decided we're not going to pursue any current criminal charges and the property was released back to him.
What?
Okay. Were you present when Mr. Foreman picked up the cash that had been seized?
No.
Do you know whether any press was invited to attend the return of this cash?
I learned that there was later.
Okay, but you weren't there.
Correct.
Can you tell us what happened when the money was returned to Mr. Foreman?
Your Honor, I would object to that. He's already testified he wasn't there.
Okay, let me rephrase it. That's fair. Was an allegation made that there was less cash than there should have been?
Yes.
And who made that allegation?
I believe Mr. Foreman.
How did you learn about this discrepancy?
The evidence technician that releases property had called me and told me that the account was short.
Tell us what you mean by that. The count was short.
Just that there was more money listed than what there was inside, and that was less money was returned than what was indicated
And where was this amount indicated?
on the bag.
On evidence bag?
Correct.
So I'm understanding it correctly. The amount of money that was indicated on the evidence bag was more than what was actually returned to Mr. Foreman.
Correct.
And were you able to account for that discrepancy?
I wasn't. No.
What happened?
Once the allegation was made,
Guys. My girl Becca's back. Becca comes in here and hate watches, but I think she secretly likes it because look at how cunty this remark is. Spending your Sunday making fun of someone that clearly has some disabilities. Becca, we don't know if he has disabilities, Becca. Wow, Becca. Becca, wow. He could just be weird. Wow, Becca. Wow, Becca. Disabilities. Wow. You saying everyone with disabilities acts like this, Becca? You're saying everyone with disabilities is a pedophile, Becca. Wow. Becca thinks if you have disabilities, you're a pedophile. Wow, Becca. Wow, Becca. Wow. Say that to the American hero. Say that to the vets, Becca. Say that to the vets, Becca. Wow. Wow. Unreal. Becca, that's unreal. Bex. Because that's not what we're doing.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen.
It's not the truth. Ellen. Becca. Becca/Ellen. Bex. Beckface. Damn. Let's continue with the whatever this is.
Sheriff contacted Claremont County Sheriff's Office to conduct an independent investigation.
Do you know whether an independent investigation was conducted by the Claremont County Sheriff's Office?
Yes.
And do you know the results of that investigation?
They were to determine that I miscounted the money during my original count.
Did they conclude that any money had been taken?
They said there was not any money taken.
Did that stop Mr. Foreman from continuing to claim you had stolen $400?
No.
Did he accuse anyone other than you of stealing money?
Multiple times he accuses all of being thieves.
Do you know where he made these allegations?
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, social media.
How did you learn about these accusations on the internet that you were a thief?
Friends and family were sending them to me.
Were the accusations true?
No.
I think you said you've reviewed your body-worn camera from that night.
Yes.
And were you able to tell what happened?
From what it appears, if I began counting money, I stopped the reshuffle money that was in my hand and then began counting again after putting money down. And that was, at some point, there was a discrepancy in the amount that there was and the amount I counted.
Was it a miscount?
Yes.
I hate this guy's face.
Now, were any charges ever brought against Mr. Foreman as a result of this warrant execution? I may have asked you that. I'm sorry.
No.
Sometime after the execution of this warrant, Detective.
I don't like his fucking ears. I don't like his face. I don't like any of it. I don't like any of it. So this is the one Afroman did the song too called Brian Newland is a Flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Brian Newland is a flag. It's amazing. So I guess the way you count it is you don't add it all up. You count the amount. It's like Monopoly. You count, if you have 4 20s, you do 4 20s and you label it 4 20s. You don't count it, I guess, allegedly. But his brother has some child sex charges. And when they ask him about it, they're like, what happened with your brother? He's like, yeah, he has a misdemeanor or a felony or something. And he's like, what's the charge? What happened? He's like, I don't know. I don't remember. I can't recall. It's weird. It's weird. He's weird. One of the other ones in here, this guy that came later, I think he came day 2. He was like a douche. Poor Lisa. I feel bad for Lisa, although that was hysterical. Lick 'em low, down low, Lisa. The best. The best. But this is a great trial. When Afroman goes on the stand, maybe we'll watch it this week. When Afroman takes the stand, it's like the best thing. He's like, the lawyer's like, oh, so like, sorry, you didn't like that question. He's like, oh, no, I love questions. Ask more questions. Ask me more questions, please. More questions. Yes, more questions. Yes, more questions. It was fucking great. It was fucking great. I fucking loved it. It was pretty great. Let me shut this darn. Who's gonna be watching the Kelsey hearing this week? Who's gonna be watching it? I know like basically nothing about it. I'm wondering if we should stream it. I know a lot of people are, but a lot of people are like already gung-ho. I'm kind of like open-minded. Let me take a poll. Trial hearing. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm new. You're like, Jimmy, you've been doing this for a year. I'm like, still I'm new. Trial, not hearing, dipshit. Oh my God, Becky, queen of the law. Law queen, Becky. Becca Davidson. The most wonderful. On high. Guys, all hail. the most perfect. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll ski. And then, oh, we got to watch. Okay, so I don't know. We didn't play it. I played a little bit on my members, but we have to play it here. We have to play it here. We have to play it here is The Imitation of Me by Leah Genduso. Should we watch the Kelsey trial together? And this isn't a definite, like, if the yes wins doesn't mean we're going to do it. I just wanted to see where people are at. Okay, start the poll. I'm going to play it for you guys. I'm going to play The Imitation of Me. He kind of looks like Philip Markoff, says Meatball for 5. Thank you, Meatball. Rumpled Foreskin says, I love you, Jimmy. P.O. Box 9 zip 12168. Thank you, Rumpled Foreskin. XX Nightmare sends $10 and says, this judge is a CU next Tuesday. He ordered Afroman to pay half the court fees and costs. He didn't bring this action. Why should he pay? Agreed. Yeah, the judge is really, really weird. Really, really weird. Really weird. Okay. Where's my girl Beck? Where's my Beck? My sweetheart Beck. Becca, where are you, hon? Bex? 88% said yes. Okay. Maybe we will. Back, banana, faux fact. Where is she? Oh, I can't find her. You know, it's like when you're looking for Beck, you can't find her. When you don't want her around, it's like she doesn't stop. Oh, there she is. Beck. Okay. Beck, we're gonna give you a 5-minute. Just for the neediness. It's not even like what you're saying or how you're behaving. It's just the neediness that you're giving. I don't like it's just fucking irritating, Beck. Do I think she's Meredith O'Neill? No, I think she's Becca Davidson. But just like, 5 minutes in timeout. And timeouts are, listen, people love the timeouts here. And it's okay if you like it here, that's fine. That's fine. You can stay. But you gotta not be so needy. You gotta stop being so thirsty. You're like very thirsty. Very. Okay. Okay, Beck. I'm not saying I don't like you. I give timeouts to my most favorite. Okay. I'm going to add the names of those who donated to the wheel, and we're going to draw the wheel. Okay. Please make sure your address is in there so I can send it to. And you will receive the C note, and I will sign it, and Ballad Truth Journey. And I will, boom, put those in the mail. Those will be off tomorrow with the other winners because I finally figured out how to make sure they're right. I tested the CDs, blah, blah, blah. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Those are in the description. If you'd like to add your name, I would go ahead and do it now. While I add them, we're going to watch the impression. Now, this is Leah Genduso, LG1, Bathtub. Leah Bathtub Genduso, I've heard, on Twisted Tragedy, aka Elise's channel. Now, I watched this when it was happening in real time. I hate that phrase. When I was doing a members. And I was fucking dying. This is a 10 out of 10 impersonation. She embodied me. She has the props. She has the lingo. It made my day. When I saw this, it made my day. It was beautiful, and it was funny, and it was well thought out. I'm not mad at it. Nope. Not even slightly. Not even slightly. It was fucking great. You guys ready? Let's get into it. I thought it was amazing. But Jimmy, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. But I don't care. How's that? But I don't care. Let's watch it. And I'll add these to the wheel. All right. Buckle up, bitch.
Oh, we have a guest. Hey there, guest.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Is this Elise? Girl, I've been watching you since my bestie Turtle Boy actually told me about you a while ago.
Damn.
Hi. Hi.
Hate watching? God damn.
I
Damn, little Debbie.
oh, hang on a second. Oh, hang on. How do I flip this camera? Hello. Is this on?
Yeah, I mean, you got to make sure that, your microphone's just right up in your face like that. You got to whisper.
Can you hear me? Are we good?
Yeah, little Debbie. We totally can hear you, little Debbie.
Are we good? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just a girl in the world. Do you want to see my gay dog named Aiden? Oh, hi.
Oh,
Oh,
what a cootie patootie.
he likes to be fluffed.
Aw, I love it.
Just small.
The mini hands,
So this is what I had to say about you today. It's also what I think of Daniel. That's exactly how you guys are like the same to me now.
Ugh, I mean, we're horrible people. What can we say? What can we say?
Do you think I need a haircut? I mean, it's getting a little wild.
Jimmy, I mean, maybe Aiden could give you one. I mean, I heard he's the master of everything and anything that is good. And, he's the best ever. So I'm totally confident that he could fucking give you a haircut. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe at the Wilbur. Did you guys know guess where I am right now?
Outside the Wilbur?
Oh, that guy looks hot. Oh, hang on. Excuse me. I think it looks like the glare, so I might want to fuck him. Is your name Will?
Will the Barbell Cowboy.
Hang on. Are you bigger than this? Call me. Okay, so I'm at McDonald's right now, so we're going to go through the drive-thru. Do you guys want to come with me?
Conspiracy ride.
Okay, I'm going to buckle up.
Conspiracy ride.
I'm going to fucking rape a McRib right now. So, 5150 is just like, guys, when is she going to stop? When is she going to stop?
How dare people stick up for themselves? I mean, what a travesty, huh?
How does she not know? Like, you fuck with Aiden, you fuck with all of us. It's like when my girl M came onto Spaces that night, I was like, bitch, I'm going up there and I'm going to tell fucking Mike fucking, what is his name from the Young Jerks? I'm going to tell him off. Cryford.
I mean, how dare
Okay,
us?
we're gonna go down.
How dare we?
Hang on, we're gonna take a little trip, okay?
Yes.
Here we go.
Conspiracy ride.
Aiden, buckle up, bitch. So, here we go.
Dick knows buckle.
I'm just
Make
a
a scene.
Daniel. All I like to talk about is women and Jason Broyles. Oh. Okay, hang on a second. Uh-oh. My Waze is on for some reason still. I don't know. When is Jessica coming back? Because I really miss her morning show, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, I mean, she's on vacay, bestie. Bunny.
Okay. Hang on a second. Okay, hang on. Guys, gonna order with me.
Oh, let's do this.
Family McDonald's. Will you be ordering the new Big RTP app today?
Hello?
Okay, you're free.
Hi, do you know who Auntie Deb is? Do you have
Can I
any
have a
McRibs?
side order of
we
Dick
don't.
Nose?
Do you have a McRib?
No, we don't.
I want to rape a McRib. Okay, thank you. Sorry. They don't know who the fuck I am. Do they know what the Wilbur is?
The Wilbur is.
Guess I'm gonna have to make a song about fucking McDonald's tomorrow now. I'm just a girl in the world. All right, well, I have to go back because my mom wants me to mow the yard because, you know, the snow's gone, I think. I haven't checked. It's been a while.
Well,
I haven't left the basement, but I just wanted to come here and say this is my petty stream about you, Elise. This is all about you. So I'm going to make a song with you and Manuel in it probably tomorrow.
Oh, sweet. Sweet. Bounce.
Is that okay?
Basement bounce, bitches.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways,
Bye,
so
Debbie.
hang on a second. This is for you. Fist pump. Fist pump. Okay. Bye, bitch. Smell you later.
Bye.
When she said, I'm gonna rape a McRib, I'm like, oh, she's watched. She has watched. She's watched. She's watched. When she said, I'm gonna a McRib. That guy's hot. All right, fuck him. I thought it was. Listen, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was for impersonating me, and I'm a tough critic. I thought it was, dude. That was funny. That was fucking funny. That was fucking funny. Becca says, now, Jimmy, why'd you put me in timeout? Becca, because you're thirsty. And the thirst just needs to go down a little bit. That's all. It was just 5 minutes. It was just 5 minutes. It was just 5 minutes. And it's a time for reflection. It's not a time to get angry. It's not a time to get upset. It's just for reflecting. Okay? That's all. Don't get upset. Don't get mad. Don't get upset. It's going to be okay. Guys, should we call Chris? Should we or should we not call Chris? No, I think we got to give it. I think we have to like wait at least a couple days before we call Chris again because we don't want to seem too Becca. You know what I mean? We don't want to seem too thirsty. We don't want to. You know what I mean? All right, let me make sure I got everyone in here, and we'll do the wheel, and then I'll say goodbye to my favorite people. Oh, there's so many. Okay. Oh.
All right. We can go, I think.
Oh, video of Jesus is getting off, or else I'll send you guys to her. Okay, I'll send you guys to Jess. If it's coming up here. Yes, Nori. Yes, no, yeah. I'll send you guys to Jess. Oh, next witness is on too. She's doing a trial. I don't know trials. Okay, save. Okay. Make sure you guys are cool with this. Everyone's good. Yes, yes. Yeah, I can't call Chris too much, or else I'll feel like he'll like call the local police and be like, "Can you find this number?" And it's like, oh, we were joking, Chris. We were, but we weren't. We were, but we weren't. All right. Let's bring it up. Boom. Now, yeah, the winner of the Tory Side-Eyes is, let's do it. Sarah on the Venn. Let me see. Sarah, did you give me a place to send your congratulations, by the way? Sarah, I see it. Sarah L. Okay. It just says Ballad Truth Journey. Oh, and then a comment with please. Yes, here we go. Sarah, congratulations. That'll go out tomorrow for you. And you're in New Hampshire. Woohoo! Congratulations, Sarah. Congratulations. Removed. Now, 3 winners for the prince that I'll send out just to say God bless and I love yous. First winner. Jessica from Hold. It was the other day. Yep, Jessica from PayPal. Let me CA. Jessica from Cash App. Jessica, if you could email me with your mailing address, here's the email, and I will send that out to you. Okay? Okay. Congratulations, Jessica. So, Jessica, that was on. You sent that on the 20th because we started this on Friday. So 3/20, got that. Okay, next one. Because that is 3. Lisa from, I believe that was PayPalington. Yep. Lisa from that donated on PayPal today. I got you. You did not win the CDs, but you did win the cards, which you actually wrote that you wanted. Perfect. Got you, Lisa. Okay. Perfect. Oh, you live near Mary Malarkey. And then one more winner. We will remove the Lisa. Carla on Venmo. Let me see if Carla followed class instructions. Yes, I believe you did. Yes, you did, Carla. You did not win the CD, but you did win the prints. Okay, so I will send that over. Sorry, Becca. I'm sorry you didn't win. Okay. I know you wanted to. Maybe next time, hon. Okay. Maybe next time. All right. So the CD winner, Sarah, congratulations. Jessica, Lisa, and Carla, your prints will be in the mail ASAP. Okay. All right, guys. God bless. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Let me put you on a fun little to send you out. What can I send you out on that's fun? Poppies. And then I'm sending you over to Jess. God bless. Have a good one. We'll see you in the next class. Talk to you later.
Thank you, Poppy. Thank you so much.
Where were you burned?
My face.